try and get some backside penetration here, and he goes hard to Messam. I mean, he plays Messam and leaves his contained responsibility immediately.
The 1st and 10 from the 11. And Smith under pressure puts it in the back of the end zone. Roughriders. Does he get a foot down? Yes, touchdown.
That starts with Brett Smith's mobility, but that was some kind of catch for Rob Bagg at the back of the end zone. Keep his foot inside that end line. Greg Peach up the middle had a shot at Brett Smith, but his mobility, and you could see, drags that left toe.
You could see the pebbles last week. Still some debate on whether he got a foot down on a catch at the 1, but.
And he held the right leg up while the back leg was dragging, so it didn't touch on the white stripe.
Second touchdown catch of the year, his 4th TD overall. Scored a rushing touchdown last week. So first blood to the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Off the Roughriders turnover.
Exactly. Instant field position, and Brett Smith wasted no time.
And the extra point has been missed. Leggett going to bring it out. He ran it the other way. It'd be 2 points. That's not going to happen, but it is a 6-point lead for the Roughriders. Rob Bagg confers with Jermaine Copeland on the sidelines.
Yeah, it starts with his mobility. Greg Peach was clean. He goes right up the middle, and Brett Smith bounces that, gets himself another second to throw. But how athletic is Rob Bagg right there to lift that leg, hold it in the air for a split second. That's slow motion as well, while the left leg is dragging. Athletic move at the back of the end zone by Bagg. Hey, this is a good move to move him inside. He's contributed in a big way last 2 games.
So already -2 in the giveaway takeaway are the Bombers. That's the first touchdown in the opening quarter for the Saskatchewan Roughriders since week 3. Only their second first quarter touchdown. Now 20 points in the opening quarter all season long. Early kicks it off. Studemeyer on the return, and Studemeyer up over the 30-yard line. Let's check in on the sidelines is Sarah Orleski.
Chris, Matt Nichols, when he came to the team, had to tell the team something about himself that wasn't related to football. Well, he told them he had an 18-month-old daughter named Elliot and that she calls Greg Peach uncle. He and Greg Peach are very good friends going way back. They were teammates at Eastern Washington University. They lived together. They were in the wedding parties together. And they have lived together in Edmonton as well. He said he is so happy to be reunited with his friend Greg Peach, although teammates are giving Peach a hard time, saying that his current roommate Jake Thomas might have to move out because it's like the ex-girlfriend is back in town.
Part of the Eastern Washington connection that includes J.C. Sherritt.
Well, you can tell that there just seems to be a weight lifted off the shoulders of Matt Nichols, and you know, who knows, maybe he takes full advantage of this opportunity. He's has a chance to take the reins here and keep them for the next month and a half. I talked to Drew Willie before the game. He said he's really hoping for mid to end of October.
2nd and 6, more pressure from Brackenridge, and here is Walker up to the 40-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down, and a decision for Michael O'Shea.
Looks like it was right just over a yard, and O'Shea didn't hesitate. He's putting the punt team,
fairness, closer to 2 yards with the spot right at the 40. Needed to get almost to the 42, so 3rd and 2, and he's not taking any chances. So Hiralahu, no, it's a short. That should be enough. Jesse Briggs, one of the up men. And did he get to the 42? Looks like he did.
He just got there. I saw watching Mike O'Shea through that fake, he was trying to sell it that he was going to punt the ball, and he was standing on that sideline, looked a little anxious, kind of.
Interesting they go to Briggs instead of Pombrion on the other side, who is a fullback used to carrying the ball a little bit more, but
he got the block.
The McGill product.
Pombrion got the block on Brackenridge.
Gets the offense back on the field. And here's Nichols. A little more time. Looks downfield. Darvin Adams juggled it, and it's intercepted by Jeff Knox. Off the fingertips of Darvin Adams, and Matt Nichols experiencing what has been an issue for all the quarterbacks in Winnipeg. As another turnover, the third of this opening quarter for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, it was in both hands, and this is on the receiver, Darvin Adams. Layered crossing routes. You got the first one from Nick Moore and the second one from Adams. Ball a little bit behind him, but he had both hands on it, and just a little casual.
Roughriders were 9th in takeaways coming into the game, with only 9 of them. They've got 3 in the opening quarter, and we're not done. Riders take over at their own 54. Anthony Allen in the backfield, fake to him, and a pass that falls to the feet of the touchdown man, Rob Bagg.
In this wide side of the field, Bruce Johnson's in a heated discussion with Johnny Adams. They're having some coverage issues in the back end. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers. He just back and forth with Adams through that whole sequence.
2nd and 10. Wide side throw is complete, and Ryan Smith ducked under the tackle. Where are they going to mark him out? Right near that first down stick. But a nifty move by Smith to use the lack of size to his advantage and get close to a first down.
I'm also impressed with Brett Smith and how every game out it seems like he gets a little bit better. And I'm seeing him make quicker decisions in this game tonight than his previous 5 starts. Just knowing where to go with the football. That was a quick release to get it out there to Ryan Smith.
The 3rd and inches. And it is Brett Smith to plunge ahead and get to the 45 easily. First down yardage. Well, we've seen Brett Smith use his receivers. There's receiver coach Jermaine Copeland, who was firing up his team prior to the game. Thought by the end of this, Copeland was going to get dressed and suit up. One of the best.
Yeah, got his group going.
1st and 10. Messam right side, and he'll have about 4 down to the 41.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see, because you talked about Jerome Messam off the top. Jacques Chapdelaine, at times throughout his career as an offensive coordinator, has gone away from the run if it hasn't worked early. First couple of series, Jerome Messam did not get much. In fact, he was caught for a loss on a couple of runs. Now, will Jacques Chapdelaine stay with the run and keep the balance in the offense, or will he desert it?
21 touches, 107 yards for Messam last Sunday. 2nd and 6, Roughriders. And underneath it goes Dembski, makes the first man miss, and should have the first down. Gets pushed back, but Nick Dembski has the catch. Brendan Labatt has to go find his helmet.
Nick Dembski starts out at the wideout spot. Then he's going to move down inside. And this little change motion with him and Naaman Roosevelt. Then runs the bang route, which comes in and then bangs back to the outside. I like his power when he runs the football. He's got great leg strength.
First down on the toss right side to Allen. And Anthony Allen gets wrestled down. Mo Leggett's on the scene along with Sam Hurl. Last week, Brett Smith had 157 yards passing in the second half after a slow start. Just 211 on the day, but he warmed up in the second half and 5 for 7, 81 here in the opening quarter. So maybe getting a little comfortable with this, facing this Winnipeg defense. 2nd and 7, and somebody flinched on that offensive line.
Procedure, Saskatchewan number 66. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
First best, right guard.
Home field advantage in the Banjo Bowl as they're trying to handle some crowd noise offensively. Looked like Brett Smith was trying to change the play, and Chris Best moved early.
So 2nd and 12. Here comes pressure. Westerman first, and they get him from the other side. And it's a sack for Justin Cole.
Khalil Bass makes the play. They wanted to screen to Anthony Allen, and he covered him.
Final play of the opening quarter. Turnovers costly for the Bombers, as the Roughriders strike first. 3 takeaways and a touchdown for Winnipeg. We're on a historic pace as far as low takeaway totals, but they get 3 in the first quarter here and have the lead.
Yeah, yes, they were. I mean, the first 7 games for Saskatchewan, they had created just 2 turnovers in 7 games. In the last 3 games and 1 quarter, they have now generated 10. Big difference. Sometimes they come in bunches. I don't think it's a coincidence, Chris, that when they moved Tyron Brackenridge to linebacker, things started happening.
I feel like we said this about Matt Nichols in Edmonton, and we're saying it in Winnipeg. It's hard to throw all the blame on him or even any of the blame so far for what's happened as far as this Bomber team in the opening quarter.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, O-line doesn't pick up a stunt. That's the first fumble. Interception off a tip from Darvin Adams.
Third down, and Early will look for the corner and drills this one into the end zone, and this will skip through for a single point. The Rouge 67-yarder to make it a 7-0 game. And Matt Nichols will get better field position than Early had hoped.
You talked about it right off the top. Since 2008, 8 years, 8 different quarterbacks have played in this game. Drew Willie almost brought them back last year in the Banjo Bowl. A couple late interceptions by Willie. He didn't get it done, but take a look at and wonder why the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have struggled of late.
That's big picture.
Yeah.
The small snapshot is he's the 4th quarterback in 5 games to start for the Bombers. Here's Cameron Marshall, and he'll churn inside for 7 yards. Good first down production for Marshall on the ground.
Just 8 carries last week, 27 yards, and they were Bombers basically offensively having this similar issues to what Saskatchewan was going through without the balance in their offense a couple of weeks ago. And we touched on that with Messam. Almost like they need to settle in on a running back and see if they can feed it to him 15 times and what he can do with it.
Just 230 yards of offense last week. Here's 2nd and 3, and Marshall's not going to get it. Stopped short by a couple of yards. Andre Monroe at the bottom of that pile. Man, the punt team has to come on. It's a 2-and-out. But of the 230 yards, almost 100 came in the final 3 minutes.
And I'm not sure if Cameron Marshall's the answer or if it's Siobhan Walker. Paris Cotton out due to injury.
Ira Lahu. Short kick. And on a couple of hops, Dembski will skip out of bounds around the 30-yard line. That's where the Roughriders will have the football with a 7-point lead here in the 12th annual Banjo Bowl. The FBI's top recruit is now their most wanted. Quantico, new series, Sundays starting September 27th on CTV.
Obviously a devastating blow for the Bombers when they lost Chris Randall, a linebacking core. I talked to Baron Miles about the move to put Lynn J. Shell at safety. Said he's very experienced, understands it, and he and Maurice Leggett can rotate back and forth a little bit.
Pass him off the right side, and he can't turn it upfield. Runs into a pile, and Jasper Simmons in the game on defense. Leads that group over there.
Yeah, slowly getting more reps in the linebacking core. Again, with the injury to Randall, he'll get some more playing time.
Different play package. He was at middle linebacker, but Burrell checks back in, and so he'll kick outside now on 2nd and 11. Riders did not register a big play offensively on Labor Day. Flag comes down, and that pass is caught. Ryan Smith has the catch at the 40, which would be a first down, and another flag on the play. So 2 to sort out.
The rep that threw the second one was looking right at Matt Buckner in coverage on Ryan Smith when the ball arrived. My guess would be he's calling pass interference on that.
And is there holding against Saskatchewan?
Illegal block, hands to the face, Saskatchewan number 54. Defensive pass interference, Winnipeg number 2. We'll balance those penalties at the previous line of scrimmage and replay the play. 2nd down.
So Buckner, Winnipeg, Jamarcus Hardrick, the new right tackle, playing in his second game after Randy Richards had a couple.
Got a good look at Buckner here. Just got there a little early on the tackle on Ryan Smith.
Mention those big plays. Statistically, a big play in the CFL, a rush of over 20 yards or a pass play of over 30. Riders have 27, but 18 of those big plays came in the first 4 weeks. Here's Smith in some trouble, spins away, still in heat, and he just throws that ball up into the first row. And they're going to call that, well, is that roughing the passer or grounding the football?
Jamal Westerman looked guilty as he turned around and looked at the official, but he came on the stunt, was actually the guy who caused the early problems for Brett Smith.
Not sure Brett Smith did reach the line of scrimmage with his toss up into the crowd. Well, that's what Mike O'Shea's arguing.
Mike O'Shea.
Major foul, roughing the passer. Winnipeg number 55. Intentional grounding, Saskatchewan number 16. We'll balance those penalties at the line of scrimmage. We'll move up 5 yards, and it'll be an automatic first down.
It is an automatic first down on the roughing the passer.
Let's take a look on this stunt, and here comes Jamal Westerman through the line. He's twisting now. I think what Michael O'Shea was arguing, if I could read correctly, was that he became a runner. In O'Shea's opinion, that Brett Smith became a runner. He had no longer had the protection of the pocket, and therefore a low tackle is okay and legal.
6 unnecessary roughness penalties charged against Winnipeg on Sunday. It became an issue. First down just beyond the 30-yard line. Smith throws, and Weston Dressler has the catch, and into some heavy traffic at the Rough Rider bench, including the head coach, who apparently can take a hit.
Oh yeah, brush that one off, no problem.
He's in the game now. No more jitters. Damon Washington, 7-on-7. Starting the dominoes over at the Rider bench, but it is a first down. Oh, nobody home. As Smith's got to improvise here, gets outside, and this time throws it away beyond the line of scrimmage. But a mistake in the backfield.
And it seems like Jamal Westerman is right now sort of gauging and learning as he goes on the speed of Brett Smith. Here's a guy with 8 sacks, second in the CFL coming into the week. He's getting it done individually, and Brett Smith's just getting him on a couple of angles right now, but you can bet Jamal Westerman's going to make the adjustments.
5 tackles and a sack on Labor Day Sunday. And he has a sack at each of the last 4 Bomber games. Whoa, Dressler well beyond the line of scrimmage before the snap of the football.
I think this one disappoints Nick Dembski because he had a go route.
Not sure you could blame the crowd on this one either.
Offside. Saskatchewan number 7. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
That backs it up. 5, 2nd and 15. But they'll get loud now.
Oh, yeah.
Messam releases, 6 receivers out, pressure on, and Smith gets away. Flag comes down. Rob Bagg the catch, and Bagg up to the 50-yard line will be short of the first down. Let's check the flag back in the Rough Rider backfield.
Yeah.
It's going against Saskatchewan.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Jamarcus Hardrick was working on Jamal Westerman. And the big guy, I think, just basically pancaked him and didn't let him get up. I'm not sure if he gets the call here or not. But when Brett Smith fights free.
Holding. Saskatchewan 54. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
You see, it's probably not a big issue out of the gate. But as the play continues and you see him have him down and tackled like that. See, as the play continues, Brett Smith throws the ball right by him. You can't hold the guy down. And
Hardrick was celebrating until he realized the penalty was against him. Interesting that Mike O'Shea takes the penalty, even though it would have been a punting situation. Moves it back 10. And now the draw play. Messam looking for some room, and he'll get dropped at the 35. So now the punt team will come on. And a good series for Westerman, a guy you've already called a number of times in this first half.
Yeah, and I think he's just slowly gauging the speed of Brett Smith. He's going to make some adjustments, and as the game goes on, he'll take different angles now that he understands better. And again, this is back-to-back games now, but better the speed of Brett Smith.
Ray Early. Big boot, and Studemeyer fields it at his 20. See if he can get to the wide side of the field. Nothing doing as he is swarmed and brought down at the 25. That's a 55-yard punt. 5 on the return. Well, it was a celebration, at least 14 years of CFL coaching in the making. Gatorade shower for the first head coaching win for Bob Dice. With more, let's go back to Sarah.
Chris, I had the opportunity to speak with some of the players and ask how is it different with Bob Dice now being head coach, and they said that they feel as if it's a little bit more relaxed, not as in that it's not serious, but just that there's a little bit more ease around the players, and that they think that they have taken on maybe a little bit of his personality. I asked Bob Dice about it. He